Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by lush green fields, there lived a girl named Layla. Layla was kind-hearted and curious, and she had a big dream. She wanted to explore the world, make new friends, and learn about different cultures. But there was one problem that held her back. She didn't speak English very well. She knew that English was the key to reaching her dreams, so she decided to do her best to learn it. At first, Layla was full of excitement. She began taking lessons every day, eager to improve. But soon the excitement turned into frustration. There were so many rules to follow: verb tenses, sentence structures, and vocabulary. Every time she tried to speak, she made mistakes. The words seemed to slip away from her, and she began to feel overwhelmed. She started wondering if she would ever be able to speak English as confidently as the people she admired. One evening, feeling exhausted and discouraged, Layla went for a walk in the village park. She sat down by the peaceful river, watching the water flow, and sighed. She was so tired of struggling. As she sat quietly, an old woman named Nana came and sat beside her. Nana was a gentle woman who had lived in the village for many years. She had traveled to many places and had seen much of the world. Layla often admired Nana for her wisdom and kindness. Nana noticed the sadness on Layla's face and asked, "What is troubling you, my dear?" Layla took a deep breath and replied, "I've been learning English for some time now, but it's so hard. There are so many things to remember. I make mistakes, and I feel like I'm not making any progress. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be able to speak it well." Nana smiled gently and patted Layla's hand. Learning something new is never easy, but the most important thing is not to give up. Let me tell you a story. Layla looked at Nana with curiosity, eager to hear the story. Nana began, "Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a little bird who dreamed of flying high in the sky. The bird had tiny wings and was afraid of flying at first. Every time it tried to fly, it would fall. But the bird didn't give up. It kept trying, day after day. Slowly, it grew stronger. The bird's wings became bigger, and it started flying higher and farther. And one day, it soared above the clouds, free and joyful." Layla listened carefully, intrigued by the story. Nana continued, "Learning English is like the bird learning to fly. At first, it might seem difficult. You might fall and make mistakes, just like the bird did. But you must be patient with yourself and keep trying. You will get stronger and better every day, just like the bird's wings, and soon you will be able to fly." Layla thought about Nana's words. She realized that she had been too hard on herself. She had been so focused on her mistakes and the things she didn't understand that she had forgotten to enjoy the process of learning. Nana's story reminded her that progress takes time and that every small step counts. From that day forward, Layla decided to approach learning English with a new mindset. She stopped worrying about being perfect and started to enjoy the process. Every day she practiced a little bit, whether it was reading a few pages of a book, watching an English movie, or listening to songs in English. She didn't mind making mistakes anymore because she knew that mistakes were part of learning and growing. Layla also found creative ways to practice. She joined an English book club where she could read stories with other people and discuss them in English. She made friends who were also learning the language, and they would help each other by practicing together. She even started writing a small diary in English, jotting down her thoughts and dreams. Months went by, and Layla's English improved little by little. She began to understand more when people spoke to her in English, and she could express herself with more confidence. She could read books in English without needing to translate every word, back choin, and she started to have simple conversations with visitors from different countries who passed through the village. Layla was not perfect, but she was getting better, and that made her feel proud. One sunny afternoon, as Layla was walking through the village square, she saw Nana sitting by the fountain, smiling at her. Layla approached her with a bright smile on her face. "Nana," she said, "I want to thank you for your story. It helped me understand something very important. I've learned that learning English isn't about being perfect right away. It's about being patient, practicing every day, and enjoying the journey. Now I feel more confident, and I don't worry about making mistakes anymore." Nana's eyes sparkled as she nodded. "I'm so proud of you, Layla. Just like the bird, you've spread your wings and are flying higher each day. Remember, the journey of learning is never over. It's something that will continue to grow and change, just like you." Layla smiled, feeling a sense of peace and pride. She had come a long way, but she knew that the journey was not over. There were still many new things to learn, many new people to meet, and many places to explore. She felt excited about the future, and she was ready to keep flying higher, just like the bird in Nana's story. And so, Layla's journey continued. Every day she took small steps, and with each step she grew stronger. She knew that with patience, practice, and a positive attitude, she would keep improving her English and eventually achieve her dream of traveling the world and meeting people from all walks of life. Her story was just beginning, and with each new word she learned, she was building her path to the future, one step at a time.